exciting faces and looking forward to all the yummy dishes which we are going to do. Now today's session, what we are going to do is fireless cooking. So as we know, you all are kids and we need to and we also like eating a lot of pastas and tacos and sandwiches. So I thought let me just in this let me take an opportunity and give you all some yummy dishes to eat and relish and enjoy. So are we ready? Great, very good. Now I had given some ingredients. So do you all have all the ingredients? And Lavanya ma'am just showed you all the ingredients. Did you all see? Are you all ready with all the ingredients? You can just show me thumbs up and that will be great. Great. Now I will show you all the ingredients one by one. So first I'll start with the vegetables, then I'll start with the spices, then I'll start with the toppings, right? So once I'm done with that, we'll start with our dishes one by one. We are good? Should we start? Great. Now, well, cooking cannot be done sitting, so let me just stand up and I can show you. Let me start with the vegetables. So first here what we need is carrots. We have cut some carrot into juliennes as I spoke, as I had written in the recipe as well. If you can see, these are thin slices of carrots. And then we have cucumber here. We have cucumber. Okay. Again, these are cut into juliennes. We have some sweet corn. Now, since these are the packed ones, so I have just blanched it. Now, what does blanch mean? Blanching it means we have just put it in hot water and then it's ready to, and we have drained the water and it's ready to use. After that, we have some tomatoes. If you can see, the tomatoes are also cut into small thin pieces, right? Then we have some cabbage. Well, I had written lettuce or cabbage. So I have cabbage here. If you have lettuce, that's completely okay. So we again have juliennes cut here. If you can see, thin long slices, right? Let me know if I'm going little faster, okay? Let me know if I'm going little faster. You can probably you can show your hand like this, or you can show your hand there to let me go a little slower. Finally, I have some capsicum here. The capsicum are also cut into juliennes, again thin long slices. Okay, so I'll show you the ingredients once again so that you can see it properly and we are ready to go about it. So have you seen the ingredients? Yeah, and have you all have it ready? Now, it's completely okay, children, if you don't have all the ingredients, right? Even if you have some of them, that works well for us, okay? Even if you have some of them. You can take some onions also. And so are we all ready with the vegetables? Just give me a thumbs up if we are ready, children. Okay, great. We are good to go. Now, after the vegetables, we are here going with the spices. I'll show you one by one. First, we have red chili powder and I have put some butter into it because we need some butter for the sandwich. So here we have the red chili powder along with butter. Okay. Now, this one here, I have oregano. If you can see it properly, yeah, I have oregano, that is herbs. And I have black pepper, crushed black pepper powder. Okay. Yeah. Next we go on to the last set of our spices, and that is chaat masala and black salt. Chaat masala and black salt. If you don't have black salt, you can always use the normal table salt which we use, right? If you don't have black salt, you can use the normal table salt what we have. So are we clear? Are you ready with the spices as well? Great, good. Okay, so now here I have something. This is a mold. Okay, this is basically a cookie mold. We can use it for a lot of other things. So here, since we are making button sandwiches, so I'll be using this to cut out the button sandwiches or the bite-sized sandwiches. Now the button sandwich or the bite-sized sandwich, it need not look like button. Okay, it can look like, it can have any shape you want to give it to. You can have different cookie cutters to use and cut it. While I am making the sandwich, I'll tell you how to go about it. Or you can just cut it into 4 halves. Now I'll be telling you elaborately about it when I'm on it, when I'm going to make it, right? So this one I have. So I'll be using it for the sandwiches, and I'll also, if you don't have this one, don't worry. When I'm making the sandwich, I'll be making 2 sets. I'll show you, it's okay, we can just use a knife and cut it into equal squares, bite-sized sandwiches. Okay, you can take a bite and then we are ready to enjoy it. Okay, finally, let me just show you with the toppings. These are certain things which are very important. Now, cheese slices, I have taken 2 of them. Okay, since I'm going to make 2 sets of sandwiches, you can have 1. Okay, then we have your favorite tomato sauce. I guess all the kids love tomato sauce more than anything. So we have tomato sauce. Okay, then here we have, as I spoke about lemon juice, it's a juice of 1 whole lemon. Okay, it's a juice of 1 whole lemon, if you can see here, right? Then we have some grated cheese for topping and also for little bit mixing. Okay, then we have small cubes of paneer cut here, small cubes, right? Really small, so that you just can take it and enjoy paneer along with other flavors, right? Then we have mayonnaise here. Okay, the mayonnaise I am using, it's eggless. You can use egg mayonnaise. If you don't have mayonnaise, if you don't have it at all, we can do away without it. Or you can very easily make white sauce, right? Even that can be made very easily, right? Then we have, oh my god, freshly cut, chopped, small, tiny pieces of coriander leaves, okay, which has to be chopped off, and this we'll use in the salads, also in the tacos and sandwiches if you would like to. Anyways, it's healthy, it will just add to the taste, right? And we'll use it for decoration also, that means toppings. So here we are with all the ingredients. Now we have all the ingredients here. Okay, the vegetables, the spices, the toppings. Now I don't want to rush, since we have time, and I would like you to if you have not got hold of any ingredients, you can quickly go get it. Till that time, Lavanya ma'am, can I request you to just put up the slide of the ingredients? Although I've showed it to the kids and how it should look, but then we can just give 2 minutes for them to just go through, and they should not miss out on anything.
Sure. Do you want me to just share your PPT?
Yes.
And then I can download and put it in the chat if they want to download it.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So just give me 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, children, here we have the ingredients. If you can take a look at it.
Now I'll just give you 2 minutes.
Yes,
Kids,
ma'am.
okay?
You can see the screen, right? You can just... Can you see my screen?
I can see. Kids, just show a thumbs up if you can see Lavanya ma'am's screen, what she's sharing and showing.
So first we are going to do pasta salad.
It has to be up. Yeah, thumbs up.
Okay. And then we are going to do button sandwich. I have the recipe here, which I'll share this PPT with you, children. I know it's very difficult for you to remember all these steps, so you don't have to worry. Just watch and do it with ma'am. And I will also share this so you can download it and try it, this recipe for later, okay? And then we have taco with a twist. Oh my god, I'm already cooling now. Wonderful. So these are the other recipes. I think, ma'am, this is what you have tried, right? There's so many lovely dishes in this, cooked by Priyanka ma'am. Yes. this 1 minute, children. So I will be sharing this PPT in the group, children, so you can always use it. And I hope all your ingredients are ready. Okay, give me a thumbs up so we can start with the cooking. Yes, ma'am, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so children, let us first get started with the button sandwich. So are we all ready? Are we all ready for the button sandwich? Show me a thumbs up. Yes, great. So are we all ready for the button sandwich? Great. So why I chose button sandwich first, and after button sandwich I should tell you the sequence I'm going to make things and you're going to learn. Okay, why I chose button sandwich was because first I will make sandwiches. We'll use some of the vegetables from here. Next we'll make tacos with a twist. So we have tacos which I have made out of papad. Now I'll tell you how I have made it out of papad, which I have also given in my slide how you can also make it. Now everything is closed now. We are not getting the tacos, so we can have we can make it actually with the things we have it at home. Okay, and lastly I'll make the pasta. The reason being the leftover all the vegetables after making the two ingredients, I'll use all of it in the pasta, and so that we don't waste anything. So are we good to go? Should we start with the sandwiches? Show me a thumbs up. Sandwiches? Great. Okay. So first we take a mixing bowl, children. Now here like this we'll take a mixing bowl. So in the mixing bowl, let us take the ingredients one by one. Okay. First I'll take few juliens of capsicum. Then in my recipe I have not put carrot, but since I like eating carrot, so let me put little bit of carrot as well. Okay. After putting that, I'll put few juliens of cabbage. Okay. Till now I have put capsicum, I have put carrot, and I have put cabbage. Okay. After that I'll put some cucumber juliens, and here they are. Now we'll not put lot of it. Why? Because these are button sandwiches and these has to be bite size, so the ingredients we'll put very little so that we can enjoy it and eat it. After that I'll probably just put a few juliens of tomato. Okay, tomato here. Then we have sweet corn. Okay, sweet corn is something I like a lot, so I'm going to put little more than other vegetables. So here I am, I'll put little more. Now as you can see here, we are ready with the vegetables. Okay, we are ready with the vegetables here. And what we need to do with this. Now we will quickly take a spoon. Okay, we'll take some mayonnaise. Okay, we'll probably take just 1 teaspoon here. What I have here is 4 tablespoons, what I had already told you and had given in the recipe as well in the ingredients. Okay, so I'll take just 1 teaspoon. If you see here, if you like more, you can put more. So okay, just 1 teaspoon. Let me put some little bit of grated cheese. Well, I'll keep this grated cheese more for garnishing than for mixing. Okay, right? Then we have paneer cubes. We can put few of those as well. The paneer cubes we had done. Okay, very little of it. Here comes the lemon juice. Now this lemon juice we don't have to add a lot, but a very maybe half a teaspoon. See, I'm using just half a teaspoon. Okay, we just put half a teaspoon. Now this lemon juice, it adds a lot of flavor to whatever we are making, and especially when we are making where we are using the raw vegetables, raw things like salads and sandwiches and salsa, maybe nachos we are making with salsa, so it adds a great taste. So you can put just little bit of it and it does its magic. Now once we are done with these things, here I'll not put paprika here, and butter I'll use in the bread. So let me use little pepper. I'm using little pepper, and that can be maybe a pinch, and also it depends on how much you want it to be spicy. And if you want it to be more tangy, you can increase the lemon juice quantity also. You can put it half a teaspoon, depends on you. Then I'm putting some herbs here. If you can see here, I'm putting some herbs. Oh, and we have chaat masala and black salt. I said if you don't have black salt, no worries. You can go ahead and you can use the table salt, the regular table salt which we have. Okay. So I'm putting again 1/4 spoon of chaat masala and 1/4 spoon of black salt. Now why am I putting these ingredients little less? The reason being, all the other things, like they all have little salt here. If we talk about mayonnaise, if we talk about the oregano, if we talk about black salt, chaat masala, all these spices have its own salt content in it. So I'm putting it little less so that when we mix it, it doesn't get over salted. I mean, it doesn't get salty. So here we are. You can have a look, children. I've taken very less. Okay, I've taken very less. So you can just have a look. We have put it all together. Now I have the magic spatula and I'm going to mix it. Okay. So you have to mix it gently. Now I'm using a bigger spoon. You can also use a fork. I mean, or anything you are comfortable with, right? So let me just mix it. Wow, this looks amazing. This looks delicious, and I think this is going to taste also very good. Ooh. Personally, I just love anything which has mayonnaise and cheese in it. So and I know, of course, all you kids out there love it equally, right? Okay, so just have a look here. So just have a look here. We have mixed it. Okay, we have mixed it and it's ready to be put in the sandwich. Now, are we all done? Can you all show me a thumbs up? A thumbs up if I can move ahead. Great, super, thank you. Now, I have a chopping board here, okay, a tiny one, okay. I'll just keep it ready. I have already prepared the bread. I had kept, if you can see here, there are 2 slices of bread, okay, 2 slices, okay. Now first I'm going to show you 2 pair of sandwiches, whichever way you feel good and you like to eat it and you find it easy and convenient, you can go about it, right? So first I'm taking 2 bread slices. If you notice, I have taken white bread. You can take brown bread, you can take any bread you feel like. You can take milk bread, sandwich bread, that's completely okay. But the only thing you should keep in mind is it should be fresh. See, this bread is very fresh. If you see here, oh my god, it's just like cotton. So I have cut the edges. Also, something very important is I have cut the edges. Okay, now we'll place it here. Okay, I hope you can see. Yeah, we'll place it here and let me get the knife and the butter. Now butter, it's your choice. How much do you want to use the butter and spread it all across the bread? Okay, and since this sandwich we are not going to toast it or we are not going to even roast it on the pan. So you can you have to use butter which is melted, like not melted in a microwave or something. It has to be at room temperature, which so that we can easily spread it. Can you see? We can easily spread it. Right? Okay? See? Wow. Now same process we'll apply for the second one. Take the knife and we spread it like this. We have to spread it evenly so that we get the taste of butter all over it and in every bite of it, right? I'm a foodie. I love to eat, and that's where my love for cooking comes. And I don't hesitate experimenting as well. So no matter I have given you one recipe and the ingredients, you can always experiment around that. You can have eggs with it. You can have sausages cut into small cubes instead of paneer, and you can go about it. Okay, now that we are done, okay, we are done with the bread. We have spread the butter over it, okay. Then we have this mixture, and we are going to place it evenly, okay, evenly. So okay, so we have put it evenly, children, if you can see here, okay. So it's completely put. I have spread it evenly. Now I'll place some cheese over it. Now when I say cheese, it's not going to be the cheese which I have grated. It's going to be the cheese slice, okay, the cheese slice. Now here we go. Okay, I'm sure you all are going to love this because I myself love it. And for kids, generally you have this burger, you have the regular size sandwiches. They tend to mess up around that. So I thought, it will be a great idea to have sandwiches which kids can enjoy and will not end up messing up with while eating those. So why not come with bite-sized sandwiches or button sandwiches? Now here we are. If you can see here, I have put the cheese and I have put the bread or the second slice of bread over it, and you need to press it. Don't press it too hard. Press it gently, right? We can press it gently, and here we are. Now I'm going to use this particular mold. If you can see, I have this cookie cutter. I have various other shapes, but I thought let me just use this one because I thought you just have to understand how you have to use it. Then it's up to you whichever shape you want. So here it is. Now we will take it, and I think you can see, right? We'll take it and we'll cut it. We'll cut it. Okay. Oh my God. So my first piece of star sandwich is ready. Now I cut another one. I'm cutting two out of it. Okay. Okay. Now I'll do the plating later, but I have the plate ready in order to decorate it. Now I'll also put some crisp over it. I'll also put some, I have Pringles at home, so I'll put Pringles and okay. Okay. Now as you can see, nice beautiful star shaped button size, bite size sandwiches are ready. Can you see here? Now it might be possible that you won't have many you won't have a cookie cutter or any such kind of mold. So for that I'll make another sandwich, and I'll show you how you can go about it and make it bite size. So and moreover, it looks good, but then see here, some piece of it is left over and it doesn't have a shape or anything, so I don't really like to waste as well. So I'll show you another way in that we are not going to waste at all. Okay, of course we are going to eat it later, so I'll just put it here for some time. Okay, I'm taking 2 slices of bread. I'll repeat the step again. I will okay, I need Pringles. I need Pringles also, so yeah, I'll just, you know, I will again spread the butter over it. Spoon of butter here at room temperature, just to let you know. Okay, so again I have the 2 slices ready. Here we have the mixed ingredients ready as well. I had made it for 2 slices. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you will be okay. So whatever was left, I'm pouring it all into the second sandwich. Right? It's okay, children, if you don't have as much ingredients as I have, you can always. Oh, I forgot the slice. How could I? Okay, so I'm taking another slice of cheese. Yes. Oh my god, it looks yummy. You know, some of you must be feeling like just to eat the slice like that, isn't it? Yeah, but have patience. Okay. So again, we repeated the step, we just pressed it. Now, this is for people who don't have a mold like this. Okay, and we can also save on, you know, the bread and the other ingredients we put, because the cutout pieces generally, you know, are cannot be used that well. So I'm just taking it. If you can see, it's one big square. Now we are going to make it into 4 small squares. And how do we do it? We have to cut it straight. Okay, straight in between, horizontally and vertically. Okay. Now here I'm going to cut it horizontally, if you see. Now our kids, while cutting, while using knives and all, we have child safe scissors, but unfortunately we don't have child safe knives for our little chefs. So you please, I would you know, request you to take help of your parents for this, right, while cutting it, because your knife can be really dangerous at times if you don't know how to use it well. Okay. Now, okay, and here we are. See, I'll just show you. See, here we are. These are also bite-sized sandwiches, okay? But there's no wastage. We are going to use all of it, okay? These are also bite-sized sandwiches. Okay. Now, here we are going to do the plating. Okay. Sorry, yes, we are going to do the plating. What I will do is, I will take 2 square and I'll take 2 square and I'll take 2 stars. And we can place it alternate. See how have I done? Okay. Now don't worry, we haven't yet finished. There's still a lot to do. Now, since these are bite-sized sandwiches, you won't really, would like to dip it in ketchup and then eat it. What we can do is we can place little bit of cheese on top of it. Okay. Let's place little bit of cheese on top of it. If you can see, I'm placing, just let me know if at any point of time you are not able to see my screen, okay? We are going to place little bit of cheese on top of it, right? And I like coriander, but just to, so I'll put coriander as well. If you don't want to, it's completely your wish. Well, let me tell you, coriander is very healthy and it's very good for your eyes as well. Right? So, yes, here we are. I put little bit of coriander. Okay. Now I'll take ketchup. Now once I'm doing the plating, I'm going very slow so that you are able to follow me. So I'm taking here some ketchup and I'll just pour one drop like a small droplet on top of the sandwich. It's optional. I'm just doing it for plating. If you want, you can have it, separately and enjoy your sandwich dipping into it. Okay. Okay.
Ma'am,
So
sorry to
here,
interrupt.
yes, Lavanya ma'am.
Yeah, we just have 20 minutes, so in case if you want to, we have two more menu, right?
Yes.
Okay, just thought I'll just tell you about the time
Thanks.
so that we don't.
Thank you, Lavanya ma'am.
Oh,
Thank
okay.
you. Yeah.
I'm just loving, I'm enjoying the way you're cooking. So.
Yeah. Okay. I've taken Pringles here. You can take normal crisp. You can take Lay's and anything you like. Okay. But I thought sandwich will also add up to if there's some crisp with it. So here we are. Okay. Our button sandwiches with some crisps are ready. Okay. And you have the ketchup also with some cheese and coriander, so that you don't need anything. Just pick it up, gulp it, chew it well before gulping. Okay. And you are ready to go. So here our first dish of the day is through. Now I think I should rush up because I have to finish both the recipes. So now you know the ingredients. Now you know how I'm going about it. So we do this little quick. So once again, the button sandwich with some crisp is ready. Okay. So we are done with our first dish. Now for the second one, we'll go little quick. Okay. For the second one, we'll go little quick. So it's tacos with a twist. Now here the taco is. Now it's not the regular taco what we have made of corn and the traditional ones. Now ta-da! Yes. Can you see this? Just see this. Yeah. Doesn't these look like tacos? But these are the regular papad which we have in our kitchen. Okay, well I have used microwave for it. I have put it in two papas. I think 30 seconds will be enough. You just need to place it on the plate. Switch on the microwave. Put it there for 30 seconds, and the papas are roasted. But here again you'll need some parent help and supervision, children. Okay. Now I'll tell you how and why. Okay, how you got to do this and why you need parent supervision. Now this shape which I have given to the tacos, to the papad, the taco shape, it doesn't happen if the papad has has become cold. It has to be hot. That means as soon as you take out of the microwave, it's little hot, but it's little hot for us, but for you kids it will be very hot. You can't really bear that. So as soon as it comes flat, you take it from the oven and you just you fold it like this. Now don't use your hands. Okay, what I can give you a suggestion is you can use a rolling pin, a belan we have at home, right? You take that rolling pin, you place it at the center of the flattened papad as soon as it comes out of the microwave, right? Because it has to be hot, otherwise it won't take the shape. And you fold it and just keep it like that for maybe you count till 10 and it will be done. Okay, so we have our tacos, papad tacos ready here, if you can see. Okay, now quickly we'll mix all the ingredients. Now I'll not go one by one since you know what ingredients we'll have, but I'll take little time so that I'm not going very fast. So I'm taking capsicum here. Okay, yeah, I'm taking capsicum here. I'm taking carrot. I'm taking cucumber. Now all I've cut into juliennes, children. Now this is little time consuming and has to be really fine. So if you want, you can completely avoid it and chop it off. It has to be thin and small, so it can be done into small pieces. Now I'll put some corn here. Okay, some corn. Now again we'll repeat the step. Why I chose these three recipes was because the ingredients are almost same, but the output is completely different. Each one will have its own taste. Like this will have papad taste, one will have a sandwich, the bread taste, one will have the pasta mix. So I thought, why not give it, let's just use the ingredients to the fullest extent and be productive. I'm putting some cheese, okay, coriander, That's my favorite. And lemon juice. Now in this one I'm going to put 1 whole teaspoon. Okay, 1 whole teaspoon I'm going to put, right? Then we have the herbs. Now of course in this I have taken I'm putting a little bit of paprika. Now it can be spicy, so you can completely avoid it, okay, because the papad I have taken is also the masala papad from Lichat. You can take any papad, that's completely up to you. Okay, then I put some herbs. I'm putting pepper. I put some chaat masala, okay, and black salt. Now I'm not using table salt because I always feel this black salt really adds to it. I have put everything again 1/4 teaspoon. Why? As I told you earlier, every ingredient has a taste of its own, right? Every ingredient has a taste of its own. Now I'm mixing it in the mixing bowl, okay? Okay, yeah. So here we go, and I just can't wait to eat all of it after the session. Okay, yes, and it's mixed well. So this one is going to be simple. Okay, look here, it's mixed pretty well. Okay, and the ingredients remain the same. You can add some, you can subtract some based on your likes, your dislikes, what you like to eat, because many people don't like eating raw things, right? Oh, just look at this. So this one's ready. Now I'm going to pour it into the second one, okay? The second one here. Don't worry if you're missing out on anything. We have the PPT with the ingredients and the recipe, and you can very well go ahead and you can refer it back if you have missed out on anything, right? Okay. Yeah. So if you can see, oh, just touched it. Yes. If you can see, yes. So my tacos with the twist is here. But wait, I'm not yet done. Oh, I just have 10 minutes, so I should be a little quick. Okay, so I'll top it up with my favorite, some grated cheese. You know, because that just increases the taste, that just enhances the taste, right? Okay, and I'll put some coriander on top. Right? Some coriander and little red chili, that red color on top, little bit red color on top, the paprika powder just gives it a very nice look. So here we are. Ta-da! So here are the tacos with a twist. So you need not go to Taco Bell at all, right? We have it at home. And it looks yummy, and some just see the red color with red paprika just adds a lot to it. Of course, flavor and look good. Now we are ready with our 2 things for the day. Now quickly, we'll go to the pasta salad. Again, the ingredients are going to be same. It's just that one more thing we need to add is pasta. So I have my pasta ready here. If you see this, I have my pasta ready here. Now I will again start with the vegetables. Okay. Now there's some little bit of mixture was left in the bowl. Since the ingredients are same and everything is going to be same, so I'm going to let it be there and mix it. Okay. So I took some julienne of capsicum, carrots, cucumber, cabbage, tomatoes, sweet corn, and trust me, this just takes 5 minutes. Oh, it's a separate thing that the preparation time is little more. Now we have to put little more mayonnaise into it. So I'll put 1 full teaspoon. I won't mind putting another full teaspoon, and there we are. I'll put some grated cheese. Okay. See, I have loaded it with a lot of calories. You have an option to just lessen it. You might not use cheese. You can use a little less mayo. If you don't want to eat, well, paneer is healthy. You can use paneer. Maybe a paneer which, or tofu might be a little better. Soya paneer. Okay. Now I'm putting all the toppings. Now I've put mayonnaise. I've put grated cheese. I've put paneer. I've put. I'm just mixing up things. Okay. I've put coriander leaves, and now we have to put 1 full and a half teaspoon of lemon juice. This is very much required. Now here I'm not going to, in salad I'm not going to use paprika. If you want you can. Well, I'll use herbs a little more here. Now when I'm talking about herbs, I'm using it 1 teaspoon full. Pepper 1/4 again. Depending on your taste, if you like peppers, black pepper more, you can put. Chaat masala I'm putting half a teaspoon. Okay, because pasta generally, if you can see, sorry I didn't show you the pasta. If you can see the pasta here, I've mixed 2 pastas. I've mixed the peri pasta and I've mixed the spiral. I've mixed the spiral ones here. Okay, you can do it away with 1 pasta, your choice. I had 2, and I think in salad it looks really good. It gives variety. You can use the colored ones also. That adds to the look. The flavor remains the same. Okay, so yes, where was I? I have put half a teaspoon of chaat masala, and I'll put 1 full teaspoon of black salt, because salt is needed little more here. The boiled pasta, although while boiling I had put a little maybe half a teaspoon of oil and half a teaspoon of salt, right? But still that's just that's not enough. So you need little more salt in this, because the pasta generally remains blank. Now here we are. Okay. Okay, we have it here. Now this is mixed. This is completely mixed, if you see here. Okay. We need a bigger bowl for this. So I have a bigger bowl for this. So I'm going to put the pasta here. Okay. Just the pasta. Then I'm going to pour this mixture into it. If you have olive oil, you can put olive oil also, but not any other oil. And butter, it's generally I don't prefer, because already we are putting mayonnaise, we are putting we are putting mayonnaise, we are putting cheese. So generally I would not suggest, but with salad generally olive oil goes very well. I am not putting it. Okay. Yes. So the salad is now. I have told the quantity of salt, pepper, and chaat masala and all those things as per my taste. But definitely someone likes more salt, someone likes less salty items, someone likes more spicy, someone really wants the pasta to be flat and blank. Salad, not pasta, the salad to be, because that's the whole essence of salad, right? It shouldn't have too much of spiciness and other stuff. But then it depends on your taste, of course. Now we are ready with this. We are done mixing. Now we'll take this, we'll put it here. Okay. We pour it in a serving bowl. Now we are doing our plating here. Okay. Yes. Now here our pasta, we have put it in the bowl. Now, what is the food without garnishing? We have to garnish. Now, for garnishing, I'm again using some grated cheese. Now, if you have noticed, I'm using grated cheese more for garnishing and plating than for putting in the main ingredient, because I feel it gives a good look to the whole food. A food. although it's tasty, but I think it should be presented well as well. Coriander, as I'm a huge fan of coriander. I love the taste of it. Okay, probably I've spread it too much. Then herbs. And although I didn't use it, I didn't use paprika or red chili powder inside the, into the ingredients of the pasta salad, but I can always use it to just top it, and so it looks beautiful and colorful. And here we are. Okay, let me just. So here we are, the pasta salads, and we are right on time. Actually, we are before time. Yay! So here it is, the lovely Sumpter's yummy pasta salads. All yours. Well, this is mine. Yours will be yours. Okay. So I hope you all enjoyed it, kids. I hope you all liked it. I tried to do something. Healthy. As well as tasty. So here we are. Okay.
Wow.
We
It's
have
really good, and I like the way you presented, ma'am. It's very important how you present your dish. It's just not about cooking. It's also,
Yes.
appetizing when you present it. Ma'am, can you just show the picture of what you've made?
Yes, of course. I'll show
If
you.
you can just throw close up. Looks really nice. I'm sure I saw all the children busy with,
This
Isn't it
is,
yummy?
yes.
I'm sure they're going to
This is the pasta
this recipe.
salads.
Yes. So, Priyanka ma'am, I'm not allowed to share the PPT, but what I'll do is I will put the PPT on the screen, and children, you can take it, or you can take a picture. You can take a snapshot of the recipe.
Yes, you can. They can take a screenshot of the screen.
Because we are not allowed to share it in the chat. So I will just share it. So children, quickly grab the camera, and if you want to pick a recipe, you can just take a quick snapshot of it.
I hope you all enjoyed it, kids.
Okay, these are the ingredients. Children, I'll just take a quick snapshot of this. Then we have the pasta salad. We have the button sandwich. And the last one, the taco with a twist. Priyanka ma'am,
Yes.
is that okay? Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
It was perfectly okay. Yeah.
One moment. Okay, wonderful. I mean, it was a great session. And children, if you have any questions, you can write on the chat, because I'm sure they were making it. And if they had any questions, please write on the chat. Also, I will unmute later. And how did you like the session? Do you like the session? And what is your favorite among these three? And also write on the chat. And which tastes better? So if you can all show those who have cooked, Priyanka ma'am can take a
Yes.
look at your, right?
Yes, I would love to see the pictures. Whatever you have cooked, children, if not all three, maybe two of them. Please share your pictures. Please, you can show it on the screen. I would love to see that. I would love to. And I can see, Lavanya ma'am, a very good thing is, this actually kept the parents also busy. I can see some of the parents with their children,
Yes.
and they are helping them. That's such a good thing.
Yes, I saw a lot of parents helping the children, and I could see the excitement in both of them. It was so wonderful to see both the parents and children working together.
I know, such a good
Isn't it?
collaboration. and
Shreya,
yeah.
I can see Shreya sharing something. What is that, Shreya? Ooh, I think it's made the taco and the salad. Wonderful. Then show whatever you made. It's okay if you're not completed. Because
Yeah, it's okay. If I know, I mean, the class is just for 1 hour, but you can always